I'm sure you all must have stuck in traffic more than once in your life. And if you are living in a metropolitan city or you have ever visited the metropolitan city, traffic is usual. It is usual. I'm living in Bangalore for more than 10 years now. And Bangalore is a very lovely city. It has so much to offer, but at the same time, Bangalore is notorious for its traffic. I have stuck in traffic many times, and there are some things that I have learned from traffic. Yes, traffic can teach us so many things about life and how we can navigate through life, because traffic sometimes resembles some situations of life. So what all those things, what all some life lessons that we can learn from a traffic, that we will discuss in this episode. So stay tuned till the very end, because there is a lot to learn and lot to discuss as always. Hi everyone, welcome to Holistic Happiness Club. In Holistic Happiness Club, we discuss about happiness every week. We take a 360-degree view, a holistic view of happiness. We understand that happiness is not single faceted thing. Just like health, it is a multifaceted thing. There are so many things that we need to do in order to stay happy. There is a lifestyle that we need to adopt in order to stay happy. My name is Akshay Tiwari. I am the founder of Holistic Happiness Club. Without further delay, let's dive into the topic. All right, so let's begin today's topic. And let me give you a little bit of background. What happened last Wednesday? I was coming from office and there was a huge traffic jam. Just to give you a glimpse what kind of traffic jam it was, uh, this story of traffic jam came next day in the news as well. So here is one little clip from Mint, and one of the user in the, I think they have posted in the Twitter. That's what Mint is reporting on the next day. The user is saying that absolutely horrendous traffic today. It took 5 hours to commute to and fro for office. Bangalore's traffic at its peak. This was the comment from one user, and another user was writing, it took me 5 hours to reach my room from office today, which is just 10 kilometer away. Average speed 2 kilometer per hour. Horrible traffic in Bangalore. Third user, and there were so many user, and even I was a part of that traffic jam, and it took me around 2 hours from my office to come to my home. All right, which is a 23 kilometer, which is not too bad because I was on motorbike, not on a car, not inside a car. So anyways, so this was the picture of last Wednesday's traffic, and that's what given me this idea that okay, let me talk about traffic a little bit. So in this podcast we will talk about two things: what have I learned from traffic, and what to do in traffic so that you don't get frustrated and irritated. Okay, so here is another glimpse what kind of traffic it was on a typical Wednesday. Uh, the congestion length on Outer Ring Road in Bangalore is 40,000 meter, but on that Wednesday, the congestion length was 226,000 meter. On a typical Wednesday, there are 197 congestion alert, but on that Wednesday, there were 1069 congestion alerts. So that was the situation on that day. Not, it was not very pleasant, of course. So let's dive into the topic. Just it was just a glimpse that what kind of traffic it was, where this idea of this podcast has taken birth. So now let's dive into the topic, that what I have learned from that traffic. So the first thing I have learned is patience. Bangalore's traffic teaches you patience always, and any kind of traffic will teach you patience, because you are surrounded with vehicles, all sorts of vehicles. Everybody is in hurry to reach home or to their destination. Nobody is going to give you an easy way out from there, right? So it teaches you patience, because until you have that patience, you will lose it. You see the traffic, the vehicles are not going anywhere. You need to move with them. Until unless we are Tony Stark and we can somehow convert our vehicle into flying objects, that we are not. and so we need to move on road along with along with other vehicles. So as they are progressing, we also will progress. So this teaches us the patience. This is so in life also, there are things that work, that goes on with their own pace. It resembles life. There are things that they are moving on their own pace. You cannot fight them. You cannot make them move faster. And sometimes you need to make do with that pace only. So you need to have patience if you want to outdo them. I mean, you can try, but most of the time, what will happen? You will end up frustrated trying those things. So that is what this traffic situation teaches us, that you need to have patience. There are things that you cannot control. You can control your steering, right? But you cannot control other people's steering. You cannot make them move faster because they are also in same situation as you are in. So in life also, there are things that we do not have any control over. We just need to accept them as it is and have patience that slowly but surely it will move away, it will move further. And then there will come a time when uh, where you can move faster than this. Okay, where the growth will be faster than this. But whenever there is a period of stagnation, you need to have patience to go through that period. All right, so this was the first virtue that Bangalore traffic has taught me. Okay, second thing is, it is a journey. It is not a race. My destination is not shared by anyone else. They all are moving to their own destination. They all are moving to their own goal. So there is no race with anyone else. There is no need to move ahead of anyone else. If we will try to move ahead of anyone else, maybe we will reach to our destination maybe just 1 minute faster. But at what cost? We will lose our peace of mind. We don't want that. We will end up getting here frustrated. Oh, it was horrible traffic and all that. Because I have seen people, they were in the traffic, people were blabbering, people were using slang and abusive word, but it was not helping anyone, right? So if you just keep calm and go with the process, go with the flow, you will reach your destination for sure. There is a period of stagnation, and then there will come a time when you can move a little faster. You need to wait for that period. And there is no need to move ahead of anyone because it does not make sense. It's your own journey, it's your own goal. You need to reach to that goal. That is it. You need to reach there safe. That is it. You don't have to race with someone else to reach to your own goal, because nobody else is racing with you to reach to your goal. They are going to their own goal. So it is a journey, it's not a race. So when you are uh, trying to reach your goal, understand that it is a journey of your own. If people are ahead of you, maybe they have started ahead of you, maybe they have got some little bit of advantage from somewhere else. That's all right, but that does not make you, that should not make you go ori. Means it is your own journey. Own it and move it with your and complete this journey with your own pace. All right, so that's the second thing that I have learned from Bangalore's traffic. All right, so let's move a little forward, and there are a few other things that I have learned from Bangalore's traffic. That one of them is planning ahead. So if you want to reach office on time, I'm talking about especially in Bangalore's condition, that if you want to reach office on time, again, so you need to plan ahead. You need to start early, right? So again, it is noteworthy that I'm not saying that it is a race and you need to reach ahead of someone else. But all I'm saying that if you are trying to reach to your destination or your goal a little early, you need to plan ahead, start early. You need to plan in advance, right? So that you can avoid all those obstacles. And even if you meet those obstacles, you still have time to figure out and move forward and reach to your goal. All right, so that is planning ahead. Cooperation. Cooperation is something that is very, very important, and it's a virtue that we are slowly losing in our today's world. See, the world can be a much, much better place if we start cooperating with one another. We start communicating clearly with one another. All right. So here in traffic, what I have seen that if we are communicating with other drivers, mostly how we communicate with is with hand signals or light signal, right? Instead of just honking endlessly and just using the choicest slang for other people, if we just cooperate a little bit, that one if we can pass, let one vehicle pass ahead of us, and then move accordingly with the traffic situation. Tell the driver that I am moving forward, so you uh, take a little break, right? So if all that cooperation is there among people, you cannot be the only one cooperating with everyone else, right? So if there is a cooperation among people, life becomes very easy, especially this traffic becomes very easy. And similarly, in life also, we need help from people, we need cooperation from people. There is enough for everyone in this universe, in this planet, right? So we need to understand that if we cooperate, we all will move faster, and we all will reach to our own destination much, much faster. And as I said, that it's not a race. You are not someone that you who need to reach somewhere as first and you need to pick the trophy. It's a journey. Everyone has their own, and in their journey everyone else is coming and chipping in just for some time. So if we can cooperate with one another, because in someone else's journey we are also coming in and chipping in for some time, and we can cooperate with them on one another on a sympathetical and empathetical level, heart to heart level, cordially. If we can cooperate, then journey for both of us, for all of us, can be much smoother, much, much faster, right? And the third thing is compassion and empathy also, I would say. Because you see, when you are in a traffic, you are not in traffic, you are also traffic, right? Your vehicle is also a traffic. So somebody, from somebody else's point of view, that you are the traffic, right? So we all are having similar challenges in our life. If you see, in life, everybody in life is struggling with similar kind of challenges. If we understand this, just like in traffic, that everybody is going through the same lane, everybody is going through the same traffic situation, which is created by everyone, right? So everybody is in that together. If we understand this in real life also and in traffic also, things can become much, much easier. We can have empathy for other people, we can feel compassion for other people, because just like us, just like me, they are also in same situation, they are also trying to figure it out, right? With, and as I said in the previous point, cooperation, little bit of, with little bit of cooperation, we can all figure it out. Things can become much, much smoother and faster. All right. So last thing that I have learned from Bangalore's traffic is gratitude for so many things, that I have my own vehicle that I'm taking from for the commute. And it can be different for many, many people, but the one thing will be shared by everyone, that once everyone reaches home, they take a breath of respite. So it's a little thing in our life that we need to enjoy. We need to have grateful heart for those little things in our life, and we need to appreciate those little things a little bit more. And then life can become a little bit more enjoyable, and there can be a more happiness in our life. So that is all, in short, in gist, that I have learned from Bangalore's traffic. Now, the second part, what do we do in traffic so that it can become less irritating and less frustrating, or vice versa? For me, sometimes it is not even uh, frustrating a little bit. In fact, most of the time I do not get frustrated in the traffic. So what do we do? So how to deal with traffic? So number one thing is that first thing you need to do before anything else is accept that there is traffic and you are also part of traffic. You are not in traffic, you are the traffic, right? Your vehicle is also adding one more vehicle in that traffic jam. So you need to understand and accept the situation that there is traffic and it is moving on its own pace, whether it's 1 kilometer per hour, whether it's 2 kilometer per hour, 5 kilometer per hour, whatever it is moving on its own pace. You can't fight it. You can't make your vehicle fly and just ditch the traffic. You can't do that. Even if there is some gap and you can move ahead of one vehicle, there will be another vehicle which again will cause a blocker for you, right? So you need to accept it that it is going to take time, right? So let's say that the same road which you were expecting to travel in, let's say, half an hour, you need to understand that it is going to take 1 hour, 45 minutes, 1.5 hour, whatever it is. Accept it first. And once you will accept it, a kind of peace will prevail in your mind. You can't do anything. I mean, if you're in your in that traffic, you can you do anything? No. So if it is taking whatever time it is taking, it will take that time. You need to accept and then move forward. Once you accept it, only then there can be other thing that can help you. So I always accept that there is traffic. It will take time. I can't do anything because there are so many things in that traffic which are out of my control. What can I do? I can control my mindset. I can control how I drive. I can follow the discipline. I can follow the rules, traffic rules. I can cooperate with other people. I can let them pass a little bit ahead of me so that they can have a little bit of a smile on their face. That all those things I can do, right? So I focus on those controllable things. I do not focus on non-controllable things. So this is part one. And second part, you can do so many things. If you are in a car, you can whenever I drive a car, I listen to a podcast. So even if I am in traffic, I'm at the same time I'm learning, because as soon as you reach to the destination, life takes over and then you do not have time for yourself. So that traffic time you can carve out for yourself. So you can listen to some podcast. I have varied interest, so I can listen to a podcast on geopolitics, economy, history, psychology, happiness, and so many other things, right? So that keeps me busy. That keeps my mind occupied instead of focusing too much on I'm in traffic, I'm in traffic, I'm in traffic, and how will I get there? How will I get there? I focus on learning at the same time, because uh, while whatever time I'm investing, or I am utilizing in traffic, I can utilize the same time in learning, right? Because that also is needed in our life. If you are not into too much of learning, you can listen to music, soothing music, which can give you some kind of happiness. You can talk to a friend on phone call, all right? And if I'm with someone in the car, what better place to have a good conversation with that person other than Bangalore's traffic, right? um, because whenever we are in some other place, there will be so many more things that we can do, but in traffic there is nothing else to do. So you have to engage with the person uh, vocally and verbally. You need to establish a good communication with that person. So communicate, talk about things that you have not spoken for some time, which you wanted to speak about. And yeah, make the most of whatever the time you have. So in Wednesday's episode, I was on motorbike. I was not using the car. Thank God for that, because if I would have been using the car, then maybe it would have taken me 5 6 hours. So with motorbike, it's not. I mean, it was raining as well, so I was not able to listen to podcast. I was not able to talk to a friend on call. because Bluetooth might get corrupted because of the rain. What I did then whatever in those situations, whatever the mental things, mental work you have been keeping aside for yourself, you can do those things. I was thinking about the podcast, and that's how the idea of this podcast came into my mind. That yeah, hey, I can talk about what did I learn from traffic. That's how I'm talking about the traffic today. So I was doing this mental work. You can do some planning, and you can think of something which you are keeping aside. You were not able to get some me time in for yourself, or to allocate to some particular thing. Now in your in you when you are in traffic, you can use that time to do all sorts of mental exercise, right? Don't fall asleep and don't do any kind of exercise that makes you so relaxing and calm that you fall asleep. That will be a disaster. So do some kind of planning, or anything else which you can think of, that I have been thinking of this, but I have not got the time. All right, sometimes I do planning for what can I offer to people, how can I offer to people all those things which I am planning to offer, right? What can I write about, because I also write about things. What can I write about, how do I write about, how do I approach a particular topic? So all those things sometimes I think in traffic, because while we are commuting, um, we are going to spend that much time anyways in commuting. At the same time, I can utilize that time to do some mental work, which will otherwise anyways will take some time. All right, so it might contradict with the things that you need to be mindful and you need to be present in the situation. Correct, but the thing is that most of the driving, what we do with muscle memory. We do not use 100% of our brain while we are driving, unless we are learning to drive. So when it becomes the muscle memory kind of thing, when it becomes kind of an autopilot thing, like brushing your teeth, you can utilize the same time in all those activities which I have just explained. So, all right. So this was the end of topic. So I hope you have liked it. And if you have liked the topic, if you have liked the information that I share, please like the video. Please share with other people so that others can also enjoy. If you like the topic about which I am talking on a regular basis, please do subscribe to the channel, and please press the bell icon also, so that you can be notified whenever there is a new episode out there from Holistic Happiness Club. Right. So, and announcement as usual that Holistic Happiness Club has a bronze membership as of now, which is free, and it will not be free forever. There are so many benefits of being a member of Holistic Happiness Club. So please become a member as uh, while it is free. And the link to join Holistic Happiness Club I will be giving in the description box. All right. If you want to connect with me on social media, and then Instagram is the place. Happiness Architect is my Instagram handle. You can connect with me there for all sorts of things. If you want to have more information about me and my programs, then you can visit akshaytiwari.in. I am available. You can contact me there as well. Right. So with that, I would say that we have reached to the end of the episode today. Stay well wherever you are. Stay happy wherever you are. You take care of yourself. Take good care of people around you, on the people you love, and always remember one thing, that happiness is a lifestyle.